We are on our second day. This is morning breakfast time or breakfast spread. Looks appetizing.
Today is our second day in Tashkent. Today we are planning to leave the city and go into the interior of the country to a place called Chimgan mountain area. We'll be traveling further down to Lake Charvak and then we'll be coming back to the capital in the evening and go for an exciting dinner. The breakfast spread in the restaurant was great. We had so much of option and we were very comfortable to have whatever we felt like. Being outdoor people, we took our breakfast at the open terrace of the restaurant. It had a great view of the pool and the surrounding areas. Of course, we also saw the new developments coming around the hotel.
We prefer outside rather than inside.
Let me show you the map of where we are planning to go today.
We are on our trip to Chimgan mountains.
So
The
this
highway
is
looks neat and
one of
clean.
we are going over 1,600 meters below sea level. Sea level, we are counting sea level. This is our nearby. This is Caspian sea level. Unfortunately, we don't have a seaport. Yes.
You have a border with Caspian Sea?
No. Unfortunately.
We are still on our trip. This terrain reminds me of Muscat. Yes. Maybe not this green. Our tour guide. We are on our first halt. A small shopping place.
The halt was mainly for refreshments. There were a lot of roadside shops and mainly they were selling dry fruits.
We are in Chimgan mountains. We are taking a small ropeway. They call that chair lift here that you can see. We'll go up the mountain.
We have arrived at a place called Bildasrai in Chimgan mountains base. This is the place to be for all those who would like to ski in Uzbekistan. Just imagine all these mountains covered with snow and how beautiful it would look. There is a ropeway here to take all the skiing aspirants to the top of the mountain. But during summer, the same ropeway is used for tourists for fun purposes to take them up to have a great view. This is a Russian-built chairlift of 1970s and not very well maintained. You will understand why I say this after listening to my comments in a few minutes. I can imagine how these mountains would be in winter, totally covered with snow, with active skiers moving around here and there.
We have reached the top of the mountain.
On top here, there is a small kiosk where you can get some Coca-Cola, water, and such things. And a small walkway leads you to a looking point. On one side of the path, tourists have knotted pieces of cloth. I mean, as you find it in most of the touristic places. While we are on top, let me give you some information on this Chimgan mountains. Among the countries of Central Asia, Uzbekistan is the least known for its natural beauty, but that is not the truth. Uzbekistan has a fair share of natural beauty. In the Chimgan mountain ski resort, a wonderful place to head, especially during summers when it is hot in Tashkent. 2 hours ride from Tashkent and we are at the Chimgan mountain resort. You can experience fresh, pure air filled with fragrance and beautiful flowers and herbals. It is a wonderful place to be.
We are getting down on this very primitive chair car. Children, beware. By the time we reach, hopefully everything is fine.
Yay.
See the locking system, huh? See, I can just open it up and maybe, and at the end of it, and it doesn't stay. Well, so far so good.
Once we are safely back on the ground, we'll be heading towards our next destination, which is Charvak Lake.
We are near Charvak Lake. This is where we're going to have our lunch.
In the Chimgan mountain range of Tashkent, there is a place known as Charvak. Lake Charvak. Charvak is Shar Bagh in Persian, which means 4 gardens. This place is amazingly beautiful. Surrounding sites are quite beautiful for sunrise and sunsets. This reservoir was created by erecting a 500 feet high stone dam, the Charvak Hydro Power Station on the river Charvak. I believe some archaeological sites were also submerged underwater when this reservoir was filling up. This Lake Charvak is a very popular resort in Tashkent region, and thousands of holiday makers from all over Uzbekistan and neighboring countries visit this reservoir.
This is Charvak Lake Resort. This is Charvak Resort. We are having lunch.
As usual, it was a buffet lunch. The spread was good, the environment was good, it was a happy moment. We slowly started walking down towards the waterfront. It was afternoon, it was very warm, but the environment kept us really engaged.
See, there is a bride going. See, there is a bride. கல்யாணம் பண்ண போறோம் முன்னால.
எங்க போறா? Yeah.
Yeah, looks like a bride.
Yeah, she's right.
She is getting fried.
After having spent some time at the waterfront, looking at people having fun and children having their own way of enjoyment. We got back to our bus. After a drive of about 2 hours, we reached back the capital, Tashkent. It was night, and we wanted to go to a place with a cultural dance for our dinner. We found a restaurant called Tarona Restaurant. It had international cuisine, and we had lots of items from India. The service was very good and friendly. The show was very enjoyable too. The impression may have been enhanced by the abundant alcohol which was flowing throughout that night. But an online check today tells me that this restaurant may have been closed. You won't believe. We even had an Indian Bollywood song and dance by the troupe. They were dancing to the song Lajja Lajja from the movie Kabhi Kushi Kabhi Gham. I'm not able to play that song to you in this video because of copyright problems, but it was a really enjoyable scene to see an Indian song being performed in an overseas restaurant. Our day ended with a high note, and we went back to our hotel for a good night's sleep. What are we going to do tomorrow? We'll be going around the city again to look at some of its important places. You won't believe, we even saw a statue of Lal Bahadur Shastri. It is just a week. Wait, and I'll take you along. Thanks for watching.